So I'm pretty sure you clicked on this video because you're having a hard time and you're struggling with knife on Rivals. Well, look bro, you ain't gotta worry no more. I'm the best controller Rivals knife player, and I'm gonna show you guys everything from my play style and everything that you should at least try to input into your gameplay so you can have the best advantage when you use knife only. Let's get it. And make sure you guys leave a big like for your boy, and I will be giving away a skin case to a lucky viewer down in the comments. Make sure you comment down your username and comment down something nice about the video. Let's hear even get to this tutorial. Alright, so first we're gonna go over the basics, and the basics with knife is just like literally sliding and getting a backstab off almost every time. You want to go to the range, you want to practice this on the test dummies, and just try your best to get a backstab every time. Okay. You would rather want to go to the range and practice this a lot, especially if you're new to knife, instead of like going into a match where someone's using pay to win weapons, so that way you can literally get used to your backstabbing. Now let's head over to our pad, let's get into a match, and let's focus on our movement and our routes. I'm going to show you guys everything. Let's go. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys my movement, just to like my map awareness and everything of how I literally go around the map. It don't matter if I have Warhorn or I don't. I'm literally moving around the map. It doesn't have to be the perfect movement, it doesn't have to be the best, but as long as you are getting to your places, your spots, so you can get your backstabs, that's all that matters. Let's go. All right, and now you want to make sure that you're using bow, dagger, and knife. Also Warhorn. Okay. And of course, you're always going to need Warhorn, especially if you want to play like me. My play style is built off quick movement and just getting around the map into my spots first before the other guy so I can get my backstab off. But as you can see, bow and dagger, of course you need that so you can get your double jumps around the windows and just your double jumps in general. So bow and dagger, that's an amazing combo if you're going to be using knife. Warhorn is a must-have, especially if you need to get to your spots, because you're not always going to play against a knife-only player. You're going to play against people that's using pay-to-win weapons, and you want to even get to your spots before them so you can kill them. And here's the most important tip that you're going to get out of this video is just basically double jumping for window. So instead of having a scythe to get on top of platforms, we could just literally double jump with dagger and bow so you can get on top of windows, and that way you can actually get to the middle platforms quicker than your opponent. But you're going to go against people that actually use this type of playstyle, so I'm going to show you how to counter it. And while doing that, so basically while your opponent is going down to literally double jump and get up on his platform, you should already be in the middle platform of the arena map. Warhorn allows you to do so. It doesn't matter on any part that you're around on this map. If you have someone that's trying to get through a window and you have high ground, you should be getting up on the middle platforms and you're ready to literally backstab every time. It should be that easy. You can do it from here when you're closer, or you could choose option number 2 where you can just do it from the middle platform. That's if you don't make it that close. So you have a lot of options here. So literally this is overpowered to get to the middle platforms before your opponent, or you can literally chase them around like maniacs. You can do it from this ledge and you can literally jump back. You can kind of get like the not backstabs, but you can get the little hit markers off from like the ledges and literally just keep taking out their health so it can make it easier on you if they're going to keep ramp, so that way you can just play ledges. But this is map awareness. You gotta know where to get all times. All right, so next I'm going to be showing you guys how to camp your ramp. If you play against someone that's camping a ramp, you're going to get annoyed, but sometimes you might be in a position to where you need to camp your ramp. So when you're camping your ramp, you will literally have players literally walk through windows or literally walk towards you on the ground while you can be able to just literally backstab off the side edge of that ramp. And it literally works so perfectly because you're moving so fast off the edge, they're not going to be able to track you. Like, no one should be able to track you unless they're hacking or they get a lucky backstab off you. And you can literally use your dagger or your bow to literally get back to the ramp, and you can just keep doing this back and forth. It's going to be a hard time tracking you if you're doing that 24/7. But hey, let's get to the next one. Okay, another key tip here is utilizing your Warhorn. You want to make sure that you hit everything correctly. Now listen, it doesn't have to be perfected, but you want to make sure you hit everything correctly so you get to your spots like that. Or you can literally just keep going around and just be invisible for, at least a good 10 seconds while your Warhorn is still on or whatever, because that thing is pretty quick. And here's the same route that I just took without the Warhorn. As you can see, it makes me very slower, but I still get to my spots regardless. I mean, it might be a little different for you guys, but make sure you guys practice your window jumps with the Warhorn and without the Warhorn so you can see the difference in speed and how you should play and how you should go about your game. All right, let's move on to the next one. And for the next tip, I just want to double down on map awareness. Listen, you guys are going to play arena so much if you do 1v1s, especially knife only or playing against me. This is the only map I play. You guys need to know your map. It doesn't matter what map you guys play on actually, but you need to know your map so you can have your map awareness. If I wanted to, I could literally just back jump around this whole map and literally get through my windows and just, you know, practice things like that, going backwards instead of going forward sometimes so you can know where everything on your map is. I'm not gonna lie, I was messing up a little bit right there. I was fumbling, but still, go backwards sometimes just so you can understand like where everything on your map is, because your brain is allowing you to see things that you can't even see because you're so used to this map. So this is what I mean by know your map, your awareness. Map awareness is key. Let's move on to the next one. I'm gonna go over my favorite route. For the first route I'm gonna show you guys is just hitting this little side window. You know, you want to slide perfectly if you're not using Warhorn, or you're not going to make it to that bottom section. So you want to slide perfectly, get to the bottom, double jump, get on top, and backstab in the middle if your opponent's already at the middle. And then look, you have the high ground to yourself that whole entire time until your opponent gets up there. But you can literally just stalk your opponent that whole time. And then I have another one where I go to this platform, same thing. Get back up there, I have the high ground the whole time, or I can backstab off the high ground middle platform and go to his ramp if he's camping a ramp. It's literally that easy. And then this is one of my favorite Warhorn routes. I literally can just fly up there, but you have to have dagger out. It gives you a little boost, that way you can make it to the next ramp. It's literally that simple. And those are my routes that I take just from starting on, you know, left window, ramp Warhorn route, or I go for the right window. Like starting off, I'm even taking one of those regardless. I would never walk around the map. I'm taking a window, the ramp, or the other window. Those are my only options in this game. I will never walk around the map. If you're doing that, you are a walking backstab, brother. Here's another route that I like to take, but you need Warhorn for it. I mean, you can make it to the top part of the window without Warhorn, or with Warhorn, it helps 100% way better. And you know, you can actually move around way better with Warhorn, so you can make it to where you need to get. So this is another route that I like to take. You can make it without Warhorn, but you're not going to always get there, you know, 100% of the time. You might not even make it to the top part of the window or the bottom part of the ledge. So you want to be careful if you're doing that route without Warhorn. All right, now I'm just gonna go ahead and go in my flow state and just show you guys my movement and everything, kind of what I explained in the video of how I will be moving in a 1v1. You guys can kind of replicate this, and my challenge for you guys is basically to do 50 double jumps through a window and just get familiar with it. Literally, it's that simple. You just want to go to the bottom part of that window and you want to jump up on the outer part, double jump with bow and dagger. I want you guys to do that 50 times and let me know if you completed it. That would be it for this tutorial. Hopefully I helped someone out there, because I'm literally cracked at this game. I'm the best Rivals controller knife only player. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the future for more. Let's go.